Let's talk about whitening teeth in post. It's a very easy change to make, and this is a recipe that I've used for a while now, and I find works best for me. So where do I do it? In Affinity Photo. I've done it in Capture One before. I just find Affinity Photo, it works better between the frequency separation layers. So it's grouped in what I would call specific fixes. Not everybody needs teeth whitening, and when I do, I don't do a lot of it. I just nudge it up gently. I don't want the teeth to look artificial, but I add the fix between the low and high frequency layers to make sure that I preserve the detail and I'm not changing the texture of the teeth. We're in Affinity Photo. This is Steve. You can see my layer stack on the right, background layer where I did all my fixes. The low frequency layer, corresponding high frequency layer. In between my dodge and burn layers, I did a color change on his sweater. This is the layer I want to talk about in terms of teeth. And then I did my color grade, and I've got an adjustment layer that I use when I retouch. So the teeth, if I zoom in and I toggle that layer, you can see there's just that little bit of brightening. Not a lot. I don't want to turn the teeth into chiclets. I just want to give them just a little bit of help. So let's talk you through how I do that. Let's turn that layer off and we'll rebuild that group. So I'm on the background layer. I go to my selection brush, make sure I'm snap to edges. I pick a reasonably good size, and you can see I grab all of those. I might grab a little bit of smaller brush to grab those. Grabbing these. Oh, I've grabbed too much. If I hit the option key, it turns into a negative add or a subtract. And there you go. So I can probably add a bit more here. Oh, too far. All right. So I've got the teeth selected. At that point, refine. It's just going to smooth and feather the edges. And that is good. Output, I'm going to keep it as a selection. You have other choices. Sometimes I use mask. In this case, I keep it as selection, apply. While that's applied, I'm going to choose two layers. I'm going to choose a white balance. Right? The teeth have a little bit too much yellow. Instead of trying to change or the saturation of that yellow color, if it's too warm, we make it blue. We cool it down. So I usually go -10 on the white balance. And that's good. While it's still selected, I'll add another layer. Where is it? Brightness. Add 10 on there. Perfect. I can get rid of the marching ants. Good. Take this off. So I now have a white balance and a brightness fix. Group those two. Call it teeth. And move it between the layers. And there you have it. If I find I've gone too far, I can just, at the group level, change the opacity. And yeah, that looks good. So we went from there to there. Easy fix. Select the teeth, cool them down with the white balance, add a little bit of nudge and brightness. Thanks very much for watching, and hope you have a great day. Cheers.